second. That shit it's too good, yo.
Man, you have inspired me, my good son. You
You
have
gotta
inspired.
play that game, yo. We were playing that shit last night. I was like, man, it's motherfucking 1 in the morning. I said, yo, I gotta go to bed, yo. Oh, yo, we're live. What's up, people?
What up? What up? What up?
You gotta do it, yo. But we'll talk about it in a second, man. Let people know what's going on, man. But yo, man, welcome to episode 22, man. You know what it is?
Drive Sippers Podcast. Welcome back. Welcome
Yeah.
back, America.
Um, what you sipping on? Wait, I'm sorry. It's Austin.
Hey, your boy Mike, go ahead skipping stuff. Look, we
Yeah,
getting too
man.
excited, man. There's some news to put out there. We get a little too
Dog,
excited, but
it's some sports news, it's some new video games. Shout out to Pal World.
we get the
Pokemon,
power in a
American
second.
Pokemon.
I'm actually going to liquor out tonight, going with Jack and Dr. Pepper. I know
Ooh.
Jack and Coke is obviously the way more popular opinion, but I actually like Dr. Pepper over Coke. But what you over there sipping on, man?
I got Black Label with a little bit of Coke, and I got a shot of Black Label for celebration.
Mm, there it is.
Celebration. But
Um,
yeah, man. But before we start, man, hey man, if y'all want to check out a cool game, yo, check out Pal World. PAL World. It's like Zelda mixed with Pokemon, mixed with like Minecraft or something. Um, you got to go capture like the Pokemon or like the pals, but you don't have no Pokemon. So what I did, I ran up on one and I started swinging. I just beat him up
we run up
and
on you. We
yeah, I
run
ran
up
up on
on
him,
you.
beat him up, put him in a pal sphere because they're gonna get sued. It ain't no way this game's gonna rock. And there's no cease and desist letter,
Yeah,
yo.
not for like longer than like a year and a half,
Nah, a
maybe.
year, man, this thing coming down hard. You know what I'm saying? Got my little base set up and forced them to work, yo. Like water my crops, go get resources, build some stuff. Man, that game is crazy. Because I was playing with my boy Wit, what he was in his world, and I was like, "Yo, man!" I just started swinging on his little Pokeball or pile, whatever. He was like, "Yo, man, did you get a bat?" I said, "I can get a bat." So you over here beating pals or little animals with bats and then taking them from their house? Yeah, just walking around just beating them. This game is ridiculous,
You
man. It
gotta
should,
defend
the game
yourself
should be called
somehow.
the game should be called oppression or something because this ain't
He
right.
said
This ain't right, yo.
he said
This ain't
oppression.
right. Oh man, I'm like,
Yeah,
word. You
but
buy the water?
like I pointed out to Austin, I was like, it's basically like living our current modern life, but in
Yes.
a Pokemon world. Considering that in the very first Pokemon game, there was somebody that had a Machamp
Hmm.
stomping out a construction site and building a house.
You know what's
So,
wild? Okay, so we used to watch Pokemon and play the game,
mhm.
and we used to be like, okay, that's just how the world is. What happened to get to that point? Did you have to take them? Did you have to fight? Yo, I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
Right.
What
Like, what,
happened to get these Pokemon domesticated?
it, mm.
I'm just saying. I mean, were people using bats, picks, saws? Did they threaten them? Yo,
It's like, how are we here? Well, they
how?
Pokemon went through a GTA phase. That's what happened.
Yo,
All
that,
you
that
had
game
to
that
do
game is
was use the
Pokemon
Master Ball,
GTA.
CJ.
The game is Pokemon GTA, yo.
That's gonna be the new quote. If we ever stream that game, that's what we're gonna call that episode. And all you
Pokemon
had to do
GTA,
was
yo.
use the Master Ball, CJ.
That God, that game was ridiculous. I was like,
I'm
huh,
gonna have to check it out. You have inspired me.
yo. Oh, and like the pals get stressed, they don't have like a bed to sleep on. So okay, so so like my boy Burnett was like, yo, because you gotta build a house, whatever. He's like, yo, man, so you can have like the pal sleep in the house? He said, hell no. This sleeping outside. I got their beds outside. And he had his beds outside, no shelter, just sleep. I was like, you been treating them like
But all right, the actual Pokemon game, he gonna be great at using frustration.
yo, they don't have beds, they get stressed. Yo, this game is y'all gotta play it. It's free on. Oh, it's okay. It's on Game Pass. I think it's on sale for PC on Steam. But yo, that game is hilarious, yo.
Mhm.
Oh
That
my
sounds
gosh,
like it.
American Pokemon fan.
Pokemon meets Zelda meets GTA. It seems fitting for the background you got right there too. Imagine him owning a Pokemon.
Hmm. Let's see, but mm, let's see, but yeah, let's get into some basketball stuff, man. Um, I guess first things first before we get into like the scoring stuff. Terry Rozier,
Hmm.
um, uh, Terry Rozier got traded to the Heat for Kyle Lowry and a first round pick. And it's funny because people are like, oh my gosh, the Hornets are so annoying. And I said, how so? In like the Panther chat.
Hmm.
And they're like, well, maybe we can trade away to all of our good players. You obviously don't watch the game. Last week we were 9-30. We're not going anywhere. Get assets, get his contract off the books, do what like a lot of teams do, just stockpile picks.
Hmm.
Because it's not the NBA is not football. People think the NBA is football where you can okay, well I can get some. Well, I don't see the first round pick. No, if you don't get a top three pick, that's it. Sometimes you don't get a one.
Yep.
Like you're lucky if you
Agreed.
get one, two, three are good. LaMelo's draft, you got one. Anthony Edwards, star. James Wiseman, different situation. LaMelo Ball, I'm gonna say borderline star because he's been hurt.
Hmm.
Then like the draft after that, there's Cade Cunningham, and that's it.
Yeah. I
One.
don't know anyone else besides Kate Cunningham out of that draft.
Exactly. This year's draft, right? It was Wimby, Scoot, Brandon Miller.
There's Chet
Wimby,
Holmgren in
Brandon
that.
Miller. And we're well, no, Chet was in the last draft, but he got hurt.
Okay.
Yeah, so
There you
that's
go.
why he's considered like the rookie of the year. It's kind of like Ben Simmons joint.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, we didn't know who he was because I mean, like we knew who he was, but he got hurt in like the summer. So it was Wimby who was bona fide. No, Wimby was one. Wimby was one before the season ended.
Right.
Then there's um like a mm, uh, um see like then what is it? Like there is like now like there is no like okay I can wait for this guy to come out like they'll come out whatever right
Hmm.
that's going it's one and done basically
Yeah.
or you're getting somebody from overseas so yeah the stockpiling picks for a chance or maybe you can package some stuff up but with the Hornets man like to be real we got too many guards LaMelo. We have Terry, Gordon Hayward, Nick Smith Jr., trash ass Book Knight, um,
James Booknight.
um, Bryce McGowan's, Cody
Mhm.
Martin. You have seven that I can think of right now. Seven. Seven. Seven.
Where's your
You're only gonna
size?
play three, maybe four. Like that, like rough, like a rotation base, man. Like you trade your assets if you're not going anywhere and he's not in your future plans, you need to get something for him before his free agency. It's
Hmm.
simple stuff. People watch highlights and they don't know game mechanics and don't know how roster building are. So yeah, I mean, also too, you know what's funny is this. Usually people will blame Jordan for this. Where they at? Quiet, Quiet.
What? Crickets. Crickets making more noise than them.
Right. But shout out to the Hornets, man. They beat the Timberwolves last night, 126 to 125. The
The
team isn't
number one
bad.
team
The
in the
team is
West.
just not healthy. It's never healthy, man.
Mhm.
So, but back to that crazy score or stuff like that. Embiid dropped 70. He had a 70 piece.
First
Yo.
player in that team's history having 70, also 18 rebounds, 5 assists
Hmm.
was the other part of his stat line. Uh, believe it was Greg Popovich that said they stood a chance in that game. Embiid said, "Hold my beer."
Hat has 62 and caught a L because
Yeah.
Brandon Miller had 27. The rookie.
20,
Yeah, you hear that.
27, 3 rebounds, 2 assists, 11 of 13 from the field, 75% from three.
We told y'all Brandon Miller the truth, man.
Hmm?
We told y'all he the truth. Man, he
Been
should have
saying
got
it.
Scoot Henderson.
I'll sip on that.
Now I'm taking a shot to that.
Mm.
Maybe half a shot. That was stupid. Oh gosh. All right, there we go.
But yeah, I agree. I agree with you. And like I said way earlier in the season, and you just reiterated on tonight's show, Hornets are better than what their record says. And I have a feeling last night's game with all the pieces together and then playing together kind of proved that. Somebody dropped 62 in a losing effort. Last person to do that was Devin Booker.
Mm,
The Suns got smacked in that finals. So,
mm.
but you think they'll basically just continue on kind of like a building process considering the current record, and it's like there's basically no more competing in the East with a record this bad.
But I think so, man. Because it's like I think they can still compete. The problem is the problem is um mm, like they have the core,
Mm-hmm.
but it also depends on some other stuff. Like okay, you have LaMelo. We don't know what Miles is doing. Brandon Miller's locked in. So you got LaMelo, Brandon Miller. You don't know what
Mm-hmm.
Miles is doing, and Mark Williams got a hurt back, which is very concerning for a big
Mm-hmm.
man to have a hurt back. He's a rookie. That's very concerning. So they're probably going to trade Nick Richards and get a big man in the draft somehow. Which my thing is, you don't trade away height unless you get something back. But I don't
Yeah.
know. But I think they should keep Nick Richards and try to get Gordon Hayward off the books. The problem is a lot of people say we'll trade these people. Well, in order to trade, you need to have somebody who wants the player.
Mm-hmm.
You can't just trade with this is not NBA 2K. You can't just do that, whatever. So um
Right.
I don't know, like nobody wants Book Knight because we don't want Book Knight, and we're not even trying to market him because he gets in the game and destroys his market value. So
Mm-hmm.
I can probably see us waiving him and somebody can try to pick him up. But I mean,
It's
Bryce
the one
McDowell
week.
is a much better guard than he is. But the thing is, like, if well, just like it was last summer, everything revolves around Miles Bridges. If Miles wants to stay, LaMelo Miles, Brandon Miller, boom, big three, right there.
Mm-hmm.
That's our three, and then we got Mark Williams down there doing stuff. If Miles leaves, cool. We got to figure out another wing piece.
Yeah.
Or maybe that could unlock Brandon Miller because like for those of y'all who watch the game, y'all the eye test don't lie. Like you see it.
Hmm.
You see it like okay, that's it. Like it's like when Justin Herbert got on the field, like okay, Tyrod Taylor's out. Let's see what this Ricky got. First two plays, boom. CJ Stroud, first couple plays. All right, there we go. There we go. He may not be polished, but yeah, we got one.
Hmm.
We got our quarterback. So it's like everything revolves around Miles Bridges. LaMelo Ball's locked in.
Hmm.
So yeah, Miles holds us hostage again. Yeah,
As long as the boys stay out of trouble too. And that,
yeah. But I do think Terry Rozier would be a great piece for the Heat. Perfect piece. You get like because the thing is like you know what happened? Dame Lillard was about to go to the Heat and then went to the Bucks, so they don't have that other scorer.
Mhm.
Tyler Hero's Tyler Hero. He ain't Tyler Hero don't got that dog in him to the point like Terry Rozier got, where it's like y'all came to
Yeah.
see me. And I always say this, like, yo, Terry Rozier is on the mindset of if I get the ball twice, you telling me you don't want to shoot it. And he gonna let
Hmm.
that thing go. Whether you like it or not, he gonna shoot. Whether he like it or not, he gonna shoot it. So so he gonna, you know what I'm saying? So
I also remember Tyler Hero being on camera, being interviewed by Alexis Morgan, and she asked him just like, since people kind of like your scoring and shooting form, when you think you're gonna be on the cover of a 2K, he was like, by 2K26. And as soon as he said that, I was like, no, you ain't. No, you ain't. You don't have enough fight in you. You don't have enough fight in you for you to be featured on the cover of a basketball game. My man didn't even finish the sentence, and I was like, "No, you ain't." You are way too much of a Robin to be featured on the cover
yes,
of a basketball game like Batman.
yes. But Terry Rozier,
It'll unlock. Or look, he might not be lead man like Batman, but something will unlock. He'll be Black Panther. He'll be out there
nah,
scrapping.
no, Terry Rozier, I think him and Jimmy Butler gonna fight somebody. I don't know who it is, but somebody gonna, they got the same type of energy, yo.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's it for that part. But one more thing, you about the Bucks head coach?
No.
You're fired. Mm-hmm. You know what the Bucks record is?
Nah, let's go ahead and announce it to the America.
30-13. They're number 2 in the East. Rumor Doc Rivers is gonna be the new head coach. I'm like,
Look, looking at Doc Rivers' track record, I don't know if that's smart.
I think that is smart because I'm gonna tell you what, Doc Rivers is good when you got somebody crazy on your team. Kevin Garnett, Paul Pierce, Giannis, Dame. Doc Rivers is great 46 minutes of the game. The next two, trash. But if you have Dame Lillard and Giannis being like, shut your ass up. We doing this. I don't know what you talking about. You good. 'Cause I'm pretty sure Kevin Garnett and Paul Pierce are like, man, you don't get your low ass haircut out my face.
Sound like you've been smoking cigars for 15 years too long.
Hey, Scotty, Kevin, Kevin, you gotta go around a bit. You go around. Yeah, and Doc Rivers, yeah, I was talking to. I told him to take the run the big and go to back door.
It's like how Doc Rivers needs subtitles for his own
Oh
subtitles.
yeah.
How your voice that raspy, bro?
Yeah, yeah. I said, I said, make it a burger, no onions, no onions. Sir, this is a church. what are you talking about? Yo?
Come on, man. But my reason in saying that is a playoff track record, which I do agree
Yeah.
with the
Yep.
him on the Celtics, but that playoff track record is
Yes. Yes. Look at him without Paul Pierce and Kevin Garnett healthy, including the games he had with the Clippers, including the games he had with the 76ers. On the Clippers, Blake Griffin, all right, I dunk. DeAndre Jordan, I'll be dunking. Chris Paul, crazy. And then with the 76ers, none of them got that like, man, shut up, man. Embiid is just, yeah, I'm dominant, but I don't nah. So I think they'll be fine with Doc Rivers. But that's just a rumor. But and if I'm right, just tell me I'm right. Just like I was about the Cowboys. Aha!
ah, we can't even say foreshadowing because it's in the past.
Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But if you are right, hey, good job, Bucks. Which that'd be what championship, what, 3 for them?
Two. No, three. Because he got one. Yeah.
No, so I think they got one with Oscar.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah, it'd be hey. But I mean, hey, let me get this sticky note right here. It'd be a battle because our prediction would be them versus the Nuggets, and let's just remember what Jokic did and what Jokic continues to do. Not to mention, where did Contavious Caldwell Pope just all of a sudden come out of, and all of a sudden he's like sharpshooter?
I don't know. He is like the most eh, guy. Where it's like he gonna play a little defense. He gonna put up a little points. He gonna take a little rebounds and make a little assists. He
Right,
gonna
and
do
then all
yeah.
of a sudden he popped back in late third quarter, early fourth. He hit like three threes, and
Who's like slowly starting to come like one of my favorite players? Aaron Gordon. He'd be like, yeah, I'll be dunking and playing defense. It's all cool. If you want to fight, we can fight.
right, he has definitely come a long way since the Orlando days.
Well, the thing is, like, so in fantasy, I had him a couple times. I was like, oh, he does well. I got it. I got it. You're a two at most, but you really sit in the third option role. You've been a third option role really good.
Mhm.
And all we gotta do is run to the rim. Jokic's gonna hit him somehow.
Yeah,
Jokic be taking on double teams, triple teams, quadruple teams.
maybe make a lazy looking pass and then get there on a dime. Like, wait a second.
Yeah, oh my gosh. Oh man. I cannot begin to tell you. I cannot wait. Wemby, Jokic.
As you said last week's episode, must see TV.
Because that Giannis and Wemby game, I was like, ah,
I did
hey.
end up because NBA on TNT ended up showing that highlight you was talking about. Well, Wemby ran it up court and Lillard was the only defender. He went around his back and
Yeah, he went around. He went around him and dunked on somebody else. I said, oh my gosh.
I was like, this dude's 7'4", but
The next
dribbling like he's
play,
6'6".
Giannis dunked on somebody. I was like, oh, like yo, it's
Yeah, I
for those
saw
of
the
y'all who
NBA
know
on
me,
TNT.
yo, it don't take much, man. I just good basketball, yo.
Good basketball.
Good basketball is that's man.
There you
Makes me
go.
happy,
Shoot,
yo.
when is that game?
Let's look it up
Nuggets and
right quick,
Spurs.
man. Spurs versus Nuggets.
Before we move on to the NFL.
Uh-oh. Oh, we got March 15th, April 2nd, April 12th. Okay, so they already played once,
Hmm.
but that was early in the. It was November 6th. It was November 26th.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Wemby had 22 and Jokic had 39. Whoa,
Jokic had how much?
39. Jokic was 1 assist away from a triple double. Gosh, this dude's a beast.
Must see
Yo,
TV.
March 15th. Let me tell you, they're playing in San Antonio. Oh man, I cannot wait, yo.
March 15th, I'm marking it. Hey, March 15th, I'm marking it. Don't even need the Laurie. That's another basketball reference for y'all if y'all don't know.
Mm.
Ford used to play for the Bulls. Laurie marketing.
Yeah, he plays for the yeah. I have a signed card that he has from college.
Marking it right now. March 15th. The Spoys versus the Nuggets. And look, I'm putting two big eyeball emojis right beside it too. Yeah, yeah, that's must see TV right there.
Like, man, okay, this is personally. Y'all don't understand, man, this basketball stuff, yo. I don't talk about basketball with everybody. But man, some good old, like just good basketball, yo. That shit, man, yo.
Stuff on this level is what we've been missing for about probably like what
Years, yo.
6 years at least. Like
Years, man.
basically the start of the decline of the Warriors dynasty.
Yeah, man. Where is this consistent, like boom, 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 boom. Like every team is like, yo, you got two,
I
you got
mean,
three dudes, you got two dudes,
I mean,
you got four dudes.
here recently the Kings came back on the Hawks. Harrison Barnes turned back the clock and scored like 35.
Oh man, like De'Aaron Fox, Sabonis.
This
Man,
is
that's some
gonna
good
be the must
basketball,
see.
man.
Yeah,
It's some good basketball. Ain't nothing like it, man. All right, let's go ahead and change sports, man.
yeah.
Before I,
All
before
of
I
a sudden,
start,
this podcast be 2 hours.
I've been just remember like, man, oh man, it's too good, yo. Mm,
On the NFL, I guess we just start with the picks and then what we thought of each game.
hmm
Then there's a bit of Steelers news I got that I can mention after. Um, so for the divisional round, Houston at Baltimore. Hey man, look, see, CJ played his heart out. CJ played his heart
Yeah,
out,
yo, my
and
man
then
was
CJ
getting
found out what
rushed
the
out the
number one.
pocket, yo.
I'm about to say he found out what a number one defense can do. Um, Texas defense played well until they were gassed, and it basically like definitely showed in the second half because I believe the Ravens ended up with what 34 or 35 points or something like
It
that. I
was
think it
34-10, I believe.
yeah, I'm about saying I think it was only 17-10 at the half.
No, no,
So
it was
like
10-10.
oh yeah, it was tied. That's right. Yeah. So it's like it was tied at the half, but eventually as your defense gets gassed, Lamar was just picking them apart and taking advantage of their um I don't want to call it lack of conditioning because I mean the defense was out there. The Texans defense was out there a lot,
They were,
but
but
it showed. It showed. The Ravens are here. The Ravens are ready. But still, congrats to CJ Stroud, man. Rookie season, get a playoff win. Uh, Go in there and play your heart out against the number one defense until just the team just couldn't take it no more. I guess you could say.
it was, man. It was like I think this is the round where we kind of realize what Cam Newton been saying.
Mhm.
There's game changers, then there's game managers. I'm not saying Stroud is a manager. I think he's a game changer. Also, but we also seen, okay, this is what a rookie looks like, no matter how good they are against a well-oiled defense machine.
Mhm.
Because he had
Agree.
to run, he was getting flushed out the pocket quick. And things like he was making throws that were, some were on the money, some that weren't, but they were like 30 yards down the field on like the run while being
Mhm.
chased. So eye test is like, okay, yeah, I see it. But yeah, he was like you can't get mad at Stroud for that. He was like, yo, he didn't know what to expect.
Yeah,
Now Mahomes
not a
is gonna know
defense of
what to
that
expect because he
caliber.
played it. He's a vet, but he's like, yo, nah. Stroud was like, oh, okay, cool. Oh, does everybody run a 4-2 here? Oh, I,
Oh boy,
I ain't never seen something like this. I ain't
I
never.
ain't never ever seen you act like this.
Mm-mm. He
He
said,
hiked
hold
the
up
ball,
there, good buddy.
he hiked the ball, he had to touch the pearls. He was like, "Huh?"
Mm. My man was like, blitz on the right. Yo, somebody came out block on the left.
Don't you call blitz on the right? Because that's what I read. Nah, bro.
Yes. Oh, okay. Uh, this has nothing to do with that game, but the Chiefs game, not from this week, but from last week. Did you see what they did with the safeties?
Mm-mm.
So they had the safeties here, right? And they rotated them before the snap, and they kept rotating them. So like two high safeties, then one high, then two high. So they were changing the play, but they kept just walking around. And then when it snapped, they went back into place. But they kept rotating, so it looked totally different. I was like,
Mm-hmm.
that playoff stuff different, yo. That
Yeah.
playoff. Play with your minds. Gotcha.
Yeah,
Gotcha. So
that's fair. That's fair.
yeah, man. But
The next game we got
yes.
the Green
Yo,
Bay and San Francisco.
yo. Before we get into this game, I was gonna restate this right here. I am jealous of the Packers. Since 1992, y'all have had a steady, solid quarterback.
Hmm?
Since
No other franchise has
1992,
been like
one
that
position you don't got to worry about is the most important position on the
in
team.
position.
How? It is 2024, and he just starting. You mean to tell me from 92 to present, you don't have to worry about a quarterback?
Bam.
You get a quarterback early and you let him sit for 3 years when you have a Hall of Fame quarterback on the roster.
And in
Imagine if
that time
Jordan,
frame, and in that
just,
time frame, two of them got you to three Super Bowls.
yes, just imagine if Jordan Love had Devontae Adams still. Chuck it up there, dog.
Just chuck it.
Chuck it up there, dog. So,
Uh, that being said, that was definitely the right call for that game to be the night game because that game was absolutely stellar, except for how it ended. Uh, Absolutely stellar from both ends. Packers actually definitely proved why they were supposed to be there, both on offense and defense. I would think um, they did expose a couple things from San Francisco, then they immediately got corrected. And then when San Francisco's explosive plays started coming out, Green Bay was basically kind of playing on its heels in the
yes.
last couple minutes. But I mean, it was haymakers back and forth up until like the Christian McCaffrey explosive plays, the Debo explosive plays. Once those started getting going, and the George Kittle touchdown, then you could see Green Bay was kind of on its heels. Fam, in the desperation situation when you only need a field goal, why on the run do you throw across your body and across the field? That was a Jordan Love mistake. As much credit as I would love to give to him for the rest of the game, like all of everything that happened previously in the game, that's on you, Jordan. That's going to be on his shoulders. Because imagine if that game goes OT, Packers win the toss. Which, I mean, sorry, Niners fans, but what was your boy's name? He was the safety that kept getting penalties.
On the Niners?
Getting penalties and yeah, getting penalties and or cooked. But like basically Bosa and Fred Warner were doing all they could, but then it'd be like a holding or like a pass interference. And it's like, bam, bam. Here you go. One of these two things has to change. Either he has to come off the field because he keeps giving the Packers free yards, or he could just stop giving the Packers free yards.
He could stop getting the Packers free yards.
So I will say that Niners fans, like, if the game goes OT and the Packers get to win the toss, Lord knows what would have happened. Also, on that same front, the game goes OT, Packers win the toss, but they get held to a field goal. I still think y'all win because on the Packers defense, Jair Alexander going out opened everything up for Brock Purdy.
Yo, yeah, like man, yo, shout out to him because he was trying, man. Because like he got hurt the game before that, and then I think the game before that as well too. But
so shout out to Jair Alexander. My tongue clocked out for about 5 seconds. It's a Louisville boy, but I mean, sometimes your body just ain't got enough.
Yeah.
But yeah, great game. NFL knew what they was doing putting that against the night game. For the Sunday day game, the Tampa Bay Detroit, I'm gonna have to lean on.
Oh, my bad. Going back to the 49ers game. We also seen that Cam Newton was right again. Brock Purdy ain't win that. I don't care what nobody say. Nah. Nah. But Debo went out early, right?
Yep.
So you mean to tell me you got Christian McCaffrey, Brandon Ayuk, and George Kittle, and you barely beat the Packers, but you're supposed to be the second best team in the league.
Yeah.
Okay. Thought so.
One of those. You know who they got coming to town. We'll get to that in a second so we don't spoil this next pick. But you know who they got coming to town. Mans look like Ryan Gosling. But yeah, the Tampa Bay Detroit game. That's actually a game I missed. Had some things to do Sunday. Like I missed it, but I kept up with it with just checking the phone, checking the highlights every once in a while and such. Looked to me to be a pretty decent game that Detroit ended up just winning off the run game. Which actually, let me go back and look at Baker's stat line because I don't think either quarterback had that bad of a stat line. Oop. I was about to say, do you have any notes on it while I get this loaded up?
On the Lions game?
Yeah, Lions and Bucks. If you did see it.
Yeah. I saw. I missed the first half of the Chiefs game, but that game. Well, we know this, but just to let everybody else know, hey man, Mike Evans going to the Hall of Fame, easy.
Mm-hmm.
Easy. Also, um, I guess we can get into this after, but it was about the quarterbacks left and stuff like that.
Mm.
Yeah, but we can get in that after. But yeah, no, like, it was just a solid game.
But
Nothing.
saying I just looked at the stat line. Baker, the losing quarterback, still had a quarterback rating of 94. So I mean, it's solid from both performances. Just the lines ended up pulling it out. I would like to point out that was my hot take game, so I also kind of hate that I missed it. That was my hot take game. I picked Mike Evans to get 150 and a touchdown. I was close. I was close.
What did he
147.
get?
147 and a touchdown.
Mm,
Mm. But
mm.
hey, look, I'll take it because even with a hot take that high, if I was to actually do like a sports bet on it, I would have bet the under on that. 150 is a little high to be getting in a playoff game, unless your defense is boom, like the 2002 Colts
Yes.
defense. But or maybe even 2002 Chiefs defense. You know, that's one of the only playoff games. I think I pointed it out to you. Uh, that's one of the only playoff games that had zero punts in it.
Really? Like none?
Yeah, yeah. Both teams scored like 45. I think it was
Like
like
not
45,
one?
45.
Hmm. Who would have thought? Not me.
Yeah. Trent Green versus Peyton Manning. Who would have thought there'd be zero punts? Oh, actually, Trent Green versus Peyton Manning. The running back matchup was Edgerrin James versus Priest Holmes. So yeah, there were zero punts.
Yep. There we go. There we go. That's why. Yep. Understood.
And the
Understood. No
Chiefs
need.
still had
No.
Tony
Yep. Let me
Gonzalez.
see here.
And the
Got it.
Colts had Dallas Clark. Nah, it was zero punts.
Yes.
Oh boy.
That game was probably an hour long. We can run this clock. Man, people got to go
As,
home, do some
as other teams,
chores.
like as other teams might have been ended or maybe going on a media timeout for first quarter, they're already doing halftime. Oh boy. But yeah, that's the last pick we both got right because my behind decided to have faith in Josh Allen. I got a bone to pick with y'all Buffalo Bills fans.
I
The
don't.
Chiefs and the Bills.
I don't have any bones to pick with them. They know who they are.
There's a lot of boneheaded plays that Josh Allen was making. Well, I ain't gonna say plays, a lot of boneheaded decision making that led to a lot of incomplete passes that should not, you shouldn't have even been throwing those.
Hmm.
Lots of third and manageable, and he's launching it downfield, including the last minute of the game. You mean to tell me Dalton Kincaid, 1-on-1 over here, but he's on the inside, right at the first down marker. But you want to launch it downfield to a double cover Stephon Diggs to try to play hero ball and get to the end.
Mm-hmm.
Wait. If you get into Dalton if you get it to Dalton Kincaid, you reset downs. It's first and goal. You mean to tell me
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Josh Allen ain't elite?
He's not. He's not, yo.
Josh Allen ain't elite. Stature wise, he's a hard person to match up against, but considering his play on Sunday and what he was doing, look, just put in that case, just put him in that situation and watch him just try to bomb it and play hero ball. Because yes, he did have the 52-yard scamper for a touchdown. Cool. Uh, why are you still trying to bomb it 30 yards downfield when all you need to do is reset downs? Give yourself
Also,
a short.
did you also know that in that game, Josh Allen did not complete a play longer than 20 yards.
But you mean to tell me
Yes, go ahead. Yep, speak on it. Speak on it.
you ain't did that yet all game, Josh Allen? But you mean to tell me you want to play hero ball when there's only 100 seconds left? Chiefs get the ball back, they can run the clock out. He did it twice. Yeah. I well, play wise and score wise, obviously the Chiefs did win, but no. Josh Allen lost that game. With
Yeah,
that
so
decision making right there, he lost it.
here's the thing, right? So they had a parlay on or like a little pick'em joint on Sleeper, right? And they had a sale for him. To him to get 189.5 passing yards. He got 186. How they give you a sale and you don't even make the over? Then I also heard this right here is that, like if you look at his passes, they were kind of behind the line of scrimmage and very short. When the offensive coordinator got fired and Joe Brady took over, if you notice, Josh Allen's turnovers went down, right? That's because they don't trust him to throw the ball like that.
That's fair. I had to go and put my faith in him, and look what happened.
Mm-hmm.
I went 3-1 while your boy Austin went undefeated. And congrats to Chiefs. But hey,
Yo, real talk, yo. The fact, okay, here's what's wild about this whole thing with the that with that game, right? The Chiefs gave you the game to win, and you didn't want to
mhm,
win. They fumbled on the one, went in the
mhm,
end zone for a touchback, so they gave you 20 yards. You
mhm.
have 8 minutes to go. You take up 7 of those 8 minutes. During those of those 8 minutes, the Chiefs player dropped the interception. Another Chiefs player, when Josh Allen fumbled, tried to scoop the ball up and not fall on it, and the Bills recovered it. People were wide open in the end zone. Josh Allen did not hit them, and then he missed a field goal. You had several opportunities, and
Oh
to
yeah, Tyler Bass with the
yes, so like even before that field goal, touchback, dropped an interception, fumble that wasn't picked up, wide open in the end zone. Josh Allen missed him. If you're supposed to be that dude, you gotta make that,
you, yeah, you take advantage of all of that. Right.
and you didn't at home. And now let's everybody, yo, stay with me on this one, yo. Patrick Mahomes, this is his first away playoff game. Super Bowl games are neutral fields, was not away. Welcome to the Mahomes. Yo, he the GOAT, man. He only knows AFC Championship games. But you got Tyreek
Yeah.
Hill. Take him away. Back in the AFC Championship
Back
game.
in the AFC Championship game.
Back in it, yo. With a distracted Kelsey.
Boy, that's a hell of a distraction right there, too.
I'm just saying, yo, Kelsey had a bad year and he had 984 reception yards. Dominance, yo. Dominance. And this is, you know what? Patrick Mahomes is so good. He gives you a handicap. His wide receiver is either gonna fumble it or they're gonna drop it. And he's still beating y'all, man.
Or bobble it
Getting
for a pick six.
mm-hmm.
There is Tony. Oh, let's say that out loud.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, he's still out here beating y'all. One more win and he is back in the Super Bowl.
Yep. But yeah, we'll get into that game later on though. But yeah, that's all I have for that one, man. I just love how people come to Josh Allen's defense when Josh Allen's good. The elite quarterbacks find a way to win out of that.
Mm-hmm.
Because now I've seen so many excuses. Oh well, Josh Allen played a good game. The defense gave the game up.
But I didn't.
The Chiefs
Like
gave you the Chiefs gave you a place to there you go, be the hero.
I'm about to say, well, if the defense gave the game up, how many points did the Chiefs score?
Also, here's another thing too, right? Let's say if Bass kicked that field goal, the game's tied, right?
Mm-hmm.
Patrick Mahomes has a minute and 40 seconds left to go. Last time he only needed 13 seconds to win the game. You mean to tell me this dude's gonna have a minute and 40 seconds with Kelsey? All Kelsey got to do is, hey, yo, go this way, take a left, boom, 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 post route, out route, corner, dig. Okay.
And they ain't have
All
timeout.
right.
They ain't have timeouts at that point either.
None. You mean it? So if this team beat y'all with 13 seconds left to go in the game, you mean to tell me that y'all okay?
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm about to say the elite and the ballers would have got the ball in the end zone the correct way and not
We're
30-yard bombs downfield when you didn't complete a single play past 20.
Yo, dude was wide open in the end zone. You and like if Kadarius Toney didn't have his foot on the line, the game would have been in Kansas City in the regular season, but it wasn't. So you get home, you can't say nothing. You get home field advantage, right? All
Mm-hmm.
that stuff, still lose. And I told y'all this before the season started. Yo, Diggs might be out after this year.
Mm-hmm.
Just saying, man. Y'all
You
stay tuned.
you
Diggs.
pointing that out. There's a lot of QB wide receiver controversy this playoff.
AJ Brown may go to the coach though. You know what?
And what's the name? CD Lamb.
That's
Boy,
funny.
CD
That's
Lamb staring down Dak was hilarious. But anyway,
dog. Dak ain't it, man. But we said that for years.
yeah.
Dak is a really good game manager, and people trash Cam Newton. He told you what it was, man. And now looking up, are you ready to go to the next games?
Yeah, well, the only other news I was gonna say is for a team that got eliminated. Steelers are getting rid of Jalen Smith and Miles Jack and Eric Rowe.
They're still gonna be 50-50.
So there's gonna be some question marks in your bench defense whenever your TJ Watts and your Highsmiths and all of them get tired. There's gonna be some question marks there. But Miles Jack deserves forgiveness. Miles Jack was another player getting mad penalties.
My bad. Such a goofy.
Yeah. I'll say we can go to the I guess the picks of the conference championships, man.
Let's do it, man. Two games, man. Knock this out, fam.
Here you go. I ain't gonna lie. I low key want to pick underdogs, but well, one of them ain't even really fully an underdog. It's just the fact that they're on the road. You know what? Screw it. I'm doing it.
Do it live, yo. Who you got?
Screw it. Doing it. NFC Championship. Hey man, look. With the question marks from Brock, still don't fully like Kyle Shanahan. I know how good that defense is. That's gonna be my underdog sleeper pick. Let's go Lions. They can run the ball like crazy.
Okay. Okay.
Plus, I'm gonna see Eminem let his like see his team get the big game like that.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh, so you stick with
Um,
the 49ers?
you know what? No, I'm going with Detroit, man. And here's why. Detroit is 100% healthy. Debo, I don't know what's going on with Debo. He's probably going to play.
Mm.
I also think the Lions are just going to be playing loose. They're not supposed to be here.
Yeah.
If they lose, cool. If they win, oh, it's great.
If they win, oh dang.
Yeah. 49ers, y'all better not damn lose. Y'all better not lose. Have 49ers played a team with like a solid two back running system?
They have played teams with a two-back running system. I wouldn't say solid. Seattle was one of them, but then one of them went down, and they was always using the backup.
Right. So I'm like,
When they did play a team with a solid two-back running system, they started off with a 5-0 lead, then got smiggity smacked by the Ravens. And really, that's a three running back system.
Sneaky smack.
Yeah, that game got ugly real quick.
Oh man.
And I'm gonna step on that one too.
Yo, you know what I miss? Yo, he got Smee smash. It was a Def Jam Vendetta. Yo,
Yeah,
homie, better get Smee smashed, homie. I was like, oh man, what the hell
you
is
know Def
Smee
Jam,
smash?
man. That's a game they need to bring back. Def
No,
Jam
they
and Power
can't, yo.
Stone.
It's a copyright nightmare. Yo,
Yeah,
everybody, yo.
that
Oh
all the
man.
memories between Def Jam and Power Stone, man. I will always be
Oh
with it.
man.
I'm gonna be over
Oh
here like Spike Lee.
no. Man. Good times, man.
But yeah, like the Ravens game kind of the Ravens 49ers regular season game kind of showed me I don't know if that defense can continuously hold up against a two-back system. So that's a good thing you brought up.
Yeah, so that and it's also like, yo, like, okay, so 49ers had to play against what wide receiver? Christian Watson? I think Christian Watson is pretty good, but he's been missing half the season.
Mm-hmm.
Who's gonna guard St. Brown? Who's gonna guard Laporta?
Definitely who gonna guard Laporta.
So I'm like, this is with Debo out, this is probably the most even game that they got.
Mm-hmm.
I think Detroit's defense is kind of but yo, if they can get after Purdy, Purdy has some signs of okay, I can handle this, and some
Mm-hmm.
signs I'm gonna blow this up. I'm
Yeah,
throwing, hey yo, my man said, hey, you get a pick, I get a pick, we get a pick. Yeah, they going straight to Good Burger.
because we're all dudes. Hey,
You dude, you're a dude. She is, yeah. My man out here throwing my man throwing straight completions. It may not be to his team, but it's going to somebody.
going to somebody.
So yeah, man, that's what I'm
Hey,
kind of like.
CJ Gardner Johnson.
Yo, yep.
So
You thought, you thought. So that's why I'm like, I'm going for Detroit, but
let's go team. It's
yes,
been way too long. One playoff win in the Super Bowl era. It also means no conference championship visits. This is your first one.
none. Yeah, here looking like the Cowboys of the 2000s.
Let's go Lions. AFC Championship. Hey man, look, Ravens defense is way too good. And
Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know, man.
The Ravens defense looked impressive on Sunday. Not Sunday, Saturday. The Ravens defense looked impressive on Saturday, and they don't have Marlon Humphrey. Now, mind you, yes, he was. They were playing against C.J. Stroud.
No, but still, no. Like, yes, they were playing against CJ Stroud, but that offense has been shown to put up numbers.
And
So
they did not
they
have
can
Marlon Humphrey.
withstand numbers, yo.
Yeah, exactly. They did
So
not have Marlon Humphrey and still look that impressive. Oops, I clicked on the wrong game because I was going to see if he's still out for next week.
so yeah, man. It's like
Guess who's questionable instead of out? Marlon Humphrey. Delshon Phillips, questionable instead of out. Defense was already impressive Saturday. You mean to tell me you get two extra pieces, possibly get two extra pieces back? Chiefs has been a good run. You got to play at M&T Bank Stadium with possibly those two extra pieces coming back on defense.
hmm.
Hell, going bulk mode.
Hmm?
So I'm going bulk mode.
All right. Here's the thing about that. It's like I I don't know, man. I'm gonna go to with Baltimore too.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's like I think Baltimore's just has too much, and it's at home too, and they
Mm-hmm.
are starving for success because I think they treat Lamar Jackson the same way that Carolina treated Cam Newton, where it's like y'all been talking trash about a quarterback for years, and he can't do this, he can't do that. What more he got to prove?
Right.
What more he got to prove, yo? So I'm going with Baltimore, but it's gonna be a fun game.
I think both conference championship games will be fun.
Yeah, man. But are you done with the previews on that one? Because I had something to say about that about this
Yeah,
weekend.
yeah, that's the only notes I had.
All
Yeah.
right, I'm calling this weekend the Cam Newton Bowl because you are going to see two game changers at 3 versus two game managers at 6. So let's look at the offenses, right? Um, it doesn't. Okay, so let's say Detroit wins. Now let's look at their team compared to the Ravens and the Chiefs, right?
Mm-hmm.
Quarterback, Goff versus Lamar. Okay. But how does actually? Is Goff better than Lamar? Is Goff better than um Mahomes? There we go. Now let's look at is St. Brown better than Rashee Rice?
Arguably.
Okay, I would say definitely to me. I would say give Rashee Rice 2 more years.
And then yeah.
Then I'll be like, okay, maybe. But Is St. Brown better than Zay Flowers right now?
That's actually a good one. Actually, because I mean, both of their performance. Saint Brown. Yeah, I would say yeah because Saint Brown has had more clutch plays where he's
Yeah,
really.
I both. It's kind of the same thing with Rasheed Rice. They're so
Yeah,
young,
yeah,
we
true.
don't know yet. But
Yeah,
if I had to pick right now for
like
one
today.
game,
Yeah,
going with St. Brown.
yeah.
So Laporta against Kelsey right now, as of right now this year, you think it's neck and neck? Did Kelsey got it? Laporta got it?
I would actually think Laporta got it because he
Okay, because I
distracted.
was thinking just this year, I got to give it to Laporta.
Mm-hmm.
Considering the fact that I don't know if Andrews is back, and if he does come back, he's not going to be 100% healthy or likely. Do you think Laporta is better than those two players?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think
Do
Laporta
you
would be better than Likely. Also on the injury report, Andrews is still listed as IR, so he won't be.
okay? Well, yeah, well, definitely for me. All right. So now my next question is the combination of Gibbs and Montgomery. Do you think is better than Pacheco and Clyde Edwards-Helaire?
Yes, because of the second name you said.
There we go. Do you think the combination of Gibbs and Montgomery is better than the combination of Gus Edwards and Justice Hill?
That is probably a good toss-up.
There we go. Okay. Let's move on to the 49ers, right? Do you think Brock Purdy is better than Lamar Jackson? Do you think it's better than Patrick Mahomes? Cool. Do you think Christian McCaffrey and insert motherfucker here, insert main.
Roster running back.
Yes. Insert warm body is better than Pacheco and Clyde Edwards-Helaire.
Because you said insert warm body, no. Christian McCaffrey himself, yeah, will definitely hold his own. But the other ones, we got two names. So
all right, because for me, I think Christian McCaffrey is better than any combination of running backs I've ever seen. My man is
I'm just saying he can't do it on his own. My man gonna get tired. My man is human. That's what I'm saying.
Yes, I haven't seen it yet. I haven't seen it. That's what makes me scared. Okay, so you think Christian McCaffrey and either Eli Mitchell? Ooh, Eli Mitchell's not bad either. Okay, Eli Mitchell and Christian McCaffrey versus Pacheco and Clyde Edwards-Helaire. Which one would you take?
I would take the Christian McCaffrey one and Mitchell, mainly because Clyde Edwards-Helaire just hit a wall, basically. he hit a wall and then he fell down the sewer like in
my man said. Remember. He never saw that Mario game. Cut the game off. All right, we got Christian McCaffrey and Mitchell versus Gus Edwards and Justice Hill. Which combination would you rather have?
I would actually still take Christian McCaffrey. Yeah,
cool.
Because Gus Edwards and Justice Hill just have like Justice Hill has some speed about him, but you get arms around him, they're getting stopped. Christian McCaffrey,
yeah,
he's a slippery pause, but he's a slippery. Like, what did he say? But like, just having that quality about you will make you very, very difficult to tackle. So he was pretty much almost always getting positive yards, if not at least a no gain.
All right, cool. So my next thing is this right here, man. George Kittle against Travis Kelce.
Low key would take Kittle.
Okay. I don't know. Okay. George Kittle against Likely.
Only because we haven't seen that much of Likely outside of after Mark Andrews got hurt.
Yeah.
Compared to how much we've seen of George Kittle beast people, I would still take it.
Way. Okay. Deebo Samuel / IU. Yes, that'd probably be the better thing because they do right. Because unlike Detroit, it's not like a one-on-one type thing. Brandon Kittle and IU against Beckham and Flowers.
The question is always who's getting them the ball, though.
No. It's like just.
I know
wide receiver core.
Yeah, like player comparison. I'll take the Niners core over there.
Okay, cool. All right, yep, we're almost done with this one. So the last one, those two, Deebo and IU versus Rasheed. Who's the second guy? Is it MVS?
Yes, it's MVS because we're not taking
right. Oh my gosh, Rasheed Rice and MVS. Yep, you don't gotta say anything. So what we just went through is this right here. The only advantage that the AFC teams have is the quarterbacks.
Hmm? Mm-hmm.
Game managers versus game changers.
Changers. Correct. As much as I wanted to make cases for the Chiefs and the Ravens for those other positions, there you go.
When you if you you let one of this come on, man. Yeah. So that's what I'm gonna look forward to, man. And people are like, oh man, I think Brock Purdy should win the MVP. Take
Oh,
Brock
what?
Purdy away from that team. Put Sam Darnold. Can you tell? Because when he got benched, I couldn't tell.
I was about to say, I was like, the game Brock Purdy got benched, Sam Darnold literally, I think Sam Darnold finished that game with a touchdown and an interception.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did.
But when Brock had 4 picks. So it was like, and y'all were poking fun at Sam Darnold because of how bad he looked for the Jets. Look, that Jets team was experimental as hell, and Sam Darnold proved it when he came to Carolina. So
Hmm.
yeah, it's going to be an interesting one to watch, and I agree with you. The Cam Newton Bowl. I would say would you want to jump ahead, but we got to see who gets to the Super
Yeah,
Bowl.
man. You look. Okay, you know what? Yeah, who do you? Okay, because for my Super Bowl picks, it will be based on these things right here. It will be Detroit against Baltimore, which is call it the Black Bowl. But yeah. And who you got winning
If I stick with that pick, I would go Baltimore.
against who?
Detroit pulling the upset on San Fran.
Bro, it's yeah, man. Well, guess that's it.
Thank y'all for joining us, man.
Join us next week.
Y'all know what we say. Y'all stay fly. Keep on sipping.
Bye.
Deuces.